Okay, that crush of content creation is the publish button, meaning this. So, how many of you have done this before? You've written the post and you deleted it. Right? You've written a post and you deleted it. I'm very guilty of that, okay? Yeah, I see Chingy as well. Yes, definitely guilty. Many times, Vinny, guilty of that. You made a video, you don't want to show it. You're not publishing it. You made a book, no one sees it. The thing about this, my friends, is this: when you're putting content, that's one of the things I share is that it's a brave step to do it. But when you move from a consumer mindset into a producer mindset, you go from the written form into a video form, you go out away from just creating content based on funnels and ads and into organic marketing, actually connecting with different people. You do this again and again. Okay, content is alive. Content is working for you. Your content is alive and working for you. A lot of people, they have so much content, there's so much idea, so much dream, so many things, and what they do, they don't publish. They don't put it out there. And what they do to make themselves feel good. This is true. And I say because I really come from experience. I just buy another course. I buy course after course after course after course, book after book after book after book. I have so many books, okay, on my shelf. I'm developing my self-esteem. That's all I'm developing, my self-esteem. That's it. Okay. My income isn't growing as much. Because I built so much that I have a lot of knowledge, yes, a lot of information gathered here. It's all here. But if you don't produce, that's why you need to move from a consumption model into a production model. Start to produce. Whatever you read, you got an idea, you were inspired by a book, share it immediately. Make it into a habit. So you have a lot of ebooks on your online shelf. I have the same thing too. I have so much. It's amazing. I'll never be able to get through that. That's why I was saying a little bit earlier. You cannot catch up. There's just way too much. But the way to make sense of your content is actually to produce. That's why I started as the very first mindset shift. You need to go from consumption to production. Is this landing for you guys? On Leong, Karen, Mingru, Boyan? Is this landing? Tata? Yeah, so that's why I see it lands. Hopefully you guys are catching this. So the new ideas you get, let it flow out. Let it, when you create, just go fast. When you get inspired by an idea, write it out. Okay, when you're inspired by something, push it out there. Make use of that momentum. Because here's another thing about when you're creating content, guys. Inspiration doesn't last. A lot of people creating content is based on inspiration. And they're like, oh, okay, wow, I'm very inspired right now. Oh, Asher has said something. Okay, maybe not Asher. Mr. Simon has said something. I'm very inspired. I love what you just said. And then afterwards, you don't produce from that. And what happens is that after a while, a day later or just a few hours later, you're looking at that something you were very on fire for just a few minutes ago. I don't think I'm going to put this out anymore. I don't think anybody will see any value in this. How many of you have done it before? I do that all the time. Yeah, Karen, I see you, right? Definitely catching you as well. So much time that, oh, I'm very inspired, but I don't do anything. So please, when you get inspired, take fast action. Take fast action and share it with different people. Because when people see that you're taking action, you start to put stuff. That's why you see you're an action taker, right? If you do stuff and take action and bring it very quickly, you get into this habit of being a producer. Again, the money in this world is not made from being a consumer. It is always made as a producer. Okay, it's always made as a producer. So you got to do stuff, create stuff, be excited, and then even if you're unsure, put it out anyway. Put it out anyway. Because when you put it out there, even if it gets ignored, at least it's someone working out there, rather than dying in the fields of what ifs. In this, oh, what if this has worked out? What if it's worked out? At least now you know for sure it's not working out. At least, oh, it's done. This is a little bit of extra. Okay, I think, do we have a little bit of time? Yes, we have a little bit of time. Is this thing called a Zeigarnik effect. Zeigarnik effect. All right, let me just say again. It just off the top of my head. Zeigarnik. I might have spelled the name a little bit wrongly. Maybe without a C. Okay, Zeigarnik effect. Zeigarnik effect really says this thing. Okay, when your mind, the human mind, okay, again, I'm no expert in the this stuff, okay, the mind itself will perpetually remember the incomplete tasks, but you will very easily forget completed tasks. That's why a lot of people will go to bed and think about, oh, what I need to do the next day. There's a lot of things I haven't done. A lot of people go to bed feel regrets because they haven't done something. And the Zeigarnik effect. But the things you have done, you forget. So in a way, if you want a happier life, do stuff. Really, do stuff. All the stuff that's in your mind, whatever, just do something, and you will really live a happier life because it doesn't block your head from all the ideas you got. It's not no longer stuck in here. It's now translated and put into the world to see. Okay, so these are the mindset shift. I hope you guys can understand this. Is this landing for you guys? Is this valuable? Okay, thank you. Yes, Karen, it makes sense. Thank you, Ching Yu as well, Mingru, Jeffrey. Yes, all right. So so that's why again, the invisible crutch of content creation really is in not publishing. Okay, let me see over here. There's a comment over here from Boyan. I lost 1.5 years polishing my tool, building all types of funnels. Yes, when funnels already, there was no traffic. It is invaluable. Thank you, Lara. Yes, Lini, correct. The Zeigarnik effect. Now, when it comes, let me share what I was talking a little bit earlier. In terms of me, the procrastination, I'm so good. I'm a professional procrastinator. I'm so good. I deserve a degree, but I didn't want to take it because I didn't feel like taking. Okay, never mind. That's the stupid joke. So when it comes to creating content, I first made my my very first YouTube video was made on September 12, 2008. And then I was so unsure of it. I was so scared because 2008, that's quite some time back. I deleted the video because I was unsure. I was so scared about it. I was so scared what people would judge me and think about me when I made that video. And I didn't do anything about it until 2021, really. 13 years. Okay? 13 years. Of course, in between, I did my own things. Okay, I have been able to, I learned, I was on stage, I was speaking, I was training, like what Simon was saying, I did a lot of kind of stuff. But that thought of not putting content out there has held me back for so many years. So when you say 1.5, I did it 13 years. So I'm trying to save you guys this wastage because I don't have a lot of 13 years to go. Okay, guys, I don't have a lot of 13 years. So if you guys right now haven't put out content, start putting out something. Yeah, you can start small. So for me, because the video was a big step and it was very big, so I pulled back. And what I did was became into a habit of starting to put out content. I put out tweets, I put out posts, I put out stuff like that, written content. And I started to get traffic. But video wasn't there yet because for me back then, video was still very, very scary. But now, when we're moving forward, in this day and age, moving forward, video truly is the Tesla. It truly is the Tesla making content because now people can see you very quickly. They can get to know who you are. In fact, all of you, I think just other than a handful of you, how many of you are seeing me for the first time? First time. Okay. We have a few who see for the first time. So I never met any of you. But you see, when it comes to this live streaming like this, of course, I think maybe for Ching Yu or others, we have the limitless background. You guys have no choice to be here. Okay, but for me, for people like for the rest of you guys are here optionally. Okay, so for someone like for me, okay, when you're connecting with me here, it's the first time for you guys. It's the first time for you guys. And when you meet somebody on live stream, when you do this live streaming itself, you are actually serving on scale. Okay, you can use your content and serve on scale. And that's something I think is very powerful in the marketplace because if you want to make money, my philosophy is to give. Give and it shall be given unto you. This is why I truly believe in. Now, if you want people to understand and recognize who you are, give onto the marketplace first. Give freely of your content. Teach like you can. You teach like you like your life depends on it. Give like your life depends on it. Because it's really content. It's really just content. And then afterwards, it's like when the thing ends, right? You can actually look back. Okay, but that's a different idea altogether. So here's the thing: stage fright is a real thing. I'm very wary of that. So I, instead of being afraid of the stage, I took on the stage and I became an actor. I started acting on stage instead of acting in theater. I'm still an introvert by nature. And when I'm done with this this session over here, I'm gonna concuss for a few minutes, and then afterwards I need to go for another class. Okay, I had to have another class after this. So when you're doing it, but for me, it's because I enjoy it. I found a way to serve, and for me, what's great is because I get to serve on scale. Live streaming gives you the power to serve on scale. Not just live, those who are watching, but also the people who watch the replays. And not only the replays, the videos, the replays, you can literally take those replays, get somebody to transcribe those videos. It becomes books, it becomes articles to put on blogs, to put on different sites. They can take screenshots and you can put it on Pinterest. You can put on Insta. But even though Insta is a video, okay, it's getting towards video. So Fiona, you're asking over here, must we show our face in our videos? You don't necessarily have to, you don't necessarily, but I would encourage it. Because when you share your face itself, after a while, right? Okay, this is a real story. I'll share a real story. I went, I'm as an introvert, I'm still very concerned of how people view me. Okay. And what happened was this. When I was starting to record a book, I had a what do you call it? A cold sore on my lips. I was like, I'm going to get recorded. I plan to sell this course, and I have a cold sore on my lip. It was very ugly for me. I felt disgusting. To me, I felt very disgusting. But when I recorded anyway, nobody said anything. And when I went another example, when I went on live a few months back, I tested this. I chipped my tooth. Okay, and it's on my front tooth, just right in front. Okay, so when I chip my tooth, the first person they will see is me. Okay, I was like, nah, I get a chipped tooth. But I tested this. I went on live anyway weekly, and no one noticed it at all. So it was me. I was scared of it. But if you try it, Fiona, I can encourage you. If you do it, you bravely do it, right? You can inspire people because you bravely did it. How many of you have seen all those videos where the person, the face is deformed? Maybe because of an accident, because of a fire, because of something, and the face is deformed and damaged. But I feel so inspired when I listen to their story, that they are still bravely moving on. Their face is really damaged, okay, because of whatever reasons. But I feel inspired. You never know whether some of the message people that will inspire somebody. So that was a very long answer to you, Fiona. Okay, of that. Should you show your face? I would encourage it. Because if you don't show your face, people can still connect based on your voice. It can work. It can still work. But if you have connecting with a person to person, the visual contact helps a lot. Right. So that's why I really like the live experience. So Madhu says showing face creates trust. Also, when I communicate face to face, 55% is non-verbal, of which face expression is the main one. Just 7% is verbal language. Correct. Which is what I was saying a little bit earlier. When you're doing words itself, words is only 7%. Tonality is 38%. Words itself is 55%. Sorry, the video, the whole expression, the body language. Okay. So the body language constitutes, and the way you communicate constitutes a large part of communication. The way you say things, the tonality, that's 38%. And just pure text only is only 7%. So you want to use as much as you can. And Buyan is saying, I lost my teeth headbanging in a rock concert. That's a story to tell, Buyan. That's a great story to tell. Okay. And then that's a great story to tell, because if I had to say, well, how did I chip my teeth? I don't know. I woke up and I chipped it. You know, that's just a weak story compared to you. My story is so weak compared to yours, you know. It's like I just pong, I lost my teeth. And for me, I just woke up and I lost my teeth. What lame story is this? It's so weak. Asha, come on, what the heck? So for all your stories, okay, everything you experience in life, it can be something to inspire a story. It can use to inspire somebody. Make use of your life experiences to help somebody. Okay, so that was a little bit now. Coming to the end, we're coming. Whoa, it's already 7:47. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Okay. So we only got a few more minutes to go. So here's what's the next steps I want you to do. Okay. So just to share a little bit, this is pretty much at the end of the document already. Now, if you would like to connect with me because of time here, because of time wise, wait, Brian saying I was drinking beer from a bottle. Okay, that's quite impactful beer. That's a very expensive beer, I'll say. Okay, so yeah, so for myself, if you, let's say, because of time here, I've given as much as I can, and like I said at the very beginning, I have I treat you guys as if you guys are my coaches, my coachees, right? So I hope you guys have received value from this. That's why I say 997. I hope you guys have received value from whatever I shared with you. Thank you, Karen. See you there. Thank you. So the other thing I want to do is this, okay? I just want to share a little bit. If you guys want to know a little bit more, I do have my own group, okay, at startingmillion.com/free group is the link inside the description, right? So for that group itself, what I'm doing is that I'll be able to continue to serve you with your questions, because every week I'm going live. Okay, I'm going on live as well. So in my public facing stuff, I will still be a short moments, but in my group, I'll go into more extended training. So those will only be inside my group. Okay, and except for this month, because this month I'm doing a Christmas series, so that's open. So that's open for everybody. So I'm doing a biblical and a marketing business kind of thing match. That's what I'm doing. But inside my own group, okay, I will go extend further, and there's more resources there. And very interesting, not say very interesting, but fact is that I will also be using that to serve in deeper ways. If any questions, some prefer to have a more intimate setting, I will do it inside there as well. And the other things, there's more resources inside there. If you like what I shared with you so far, feel free to join my group. Okay, and also because for me, I'm limited in time over here, so that's why inside there is where I can actually serve you even more. For me, the other thing I want to say is this: I do have a paid program. So the paid program for me right now, I'm looking only for 6 more individuals to join this my own program. I'm calling it. It is called the Bravo program. It's an implementation accountability program. Before 2022, because when 2022 hits, okay, the price is going to increase by 6 times. This is a commitment I took for myself and to my own coach. I'm increasing it by 6 times, but it doesn't matter to you guys right now. I'm not pitching you guys. All I'm saying is that if you guys want to learn more how to do how to live streaming, if I can help you and serve you, my group, I want to serve you that way over there. And if you would like more help, that's where we can have a discussion to see whether I can serve you. Because if it doesn't work, it's fair, it's fine. I'm okay. I'm very okay. But I want to be able to serve you as much as I can. So don't buy anything. Okay. I'm like a very bad salesperson. I literally tell you don't buy my stuff. Okay, just literally come in and check my stuff out. If you like it, stick around and we can hang out and get to know each other a little bit more. But if you don't like it, that's okay. That's really okay. Don't buy anything from me. Just join my group and just connect over there and just communicate. Right. So okay, so Madhu says, thank you, Asher. I am a trainer, so I have a badge now. So leave and join back later. All right, no problem. You're welcome, Madhu. Take care, Madhu. Now, final question I have at the very bottom. Okay, so I said at the very top, are you going to watch it happen? Or are you going to reap the rewards? Everything I shared with you, my friends, boils down to this very simple question. Are you going to watch things happen? Or do you want to reap the rewards as well? If you want to reap the rewards, okay, if you want to reap the rewards, put in the comments. I just put in the chat over here. What were the 3 mindset shifts? What were the 3 mindset shifts? Shift number 1. Okay, what's the first shift that we need to do? What's the shift number 2 that we need to do? What's the third shift you need to do? With this, you'll be able to move you to not just be someone that's watching it happen, to watch the world pass you by, to watch everybody else become successful, but for you to reap the rewards for yourself by doing things, by taking the action, by making it happen for yourself in spite of all the doubts, all the uncertainties that you have. Okay, so that is what I would like to say for this. Make sure you put that in your thoughts. Okay, again, if you have any questions, your takeaways, please share your takeaways in your own social media. Share with different people, share with your friends, share with Connect, share the love. Don't hoard up the knowledge anymore. We are no longer in an age where the one who hoards the most information wins. It is an age where the one who gives more wins. We have already moved to that stage. Right? So Lini is saying produce. Yes, you're going to move from a consumption to a production. Shift 2, move away from to create videos. Okay, move away just only from a written form into a video form, and because of tonality and other benefits. Don't rely purely on organic and ads, but start to use organic marketing, organic ads, funnels and ads, and go into organic marketing. Actually communicate with different people. And Boyan says document your journey. Yes, but documenting with intention. That's a big difference. You are documenting with intention. No longer just documenting for the sake of it, but documenting with intention. So that you guys can reap the rewards of the change that's going to happen. Because change is happening regardless. Regardless. Change is happening in this world whether you like it or not. The only difference is, do you want to be on the side that is benefiting from that change? Or are you just going to watch it happen? Take action, my friends. Okay, take action. So Michelle says, thank you, Asher. Reap rewards. Definitely be an action taker. Document with intention. Yes, document with intentions. All right, guys, I covered everything I wanted to share. We have about 7 minutes. Okay. So for now, any questions, guys? Any questions? Otherwise, we can have a chat over here, or you can just stare at my face, which will be very uncomfortable in 20 seconds. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Asher, for sharing with us. There's one question that comes to my mind. As as a person with lots of interests and I guess lots of value to give to the world, what do you think about the approach of using like VTubing kind of avatars? You have different avatars to embody different messages. What do you think about that?
Definitely doable. Definitely doable. Because because the human experience, you are not limited to one aspect of your life. You can actually showcase many aspects of your life. So what happens that if you want to use that face to represent a side, you can. However, the like for example, the story I can think of is David D'Angelo. David D'Angelo was a guy who actually was talking about the dating experience. He was a dating guy, dating coach, but his real name was Evan Pagan. So he was the guy who actually taught marketing and stuff like that. So if you want to have pen names and stuff that you can. If you want to use an avatar, you can. No issue over there because you have different interests. You have a different avatars to represent yourself. I'm okay with that. I think it's okay.
Okay. Yeah. And so could you state other examples of individuals who have successfully executed multiple avatars or multiple brands from the individual?
I think that Evan Pagan one is the one that comes top of mind awareness. That's pretty clear. But the thing about I think one of the interesting thing about this, like you, Cheng Yu, I'm also a person who has multiple interests. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. But do you know the next phrase? Have you heard the next phrase? Lara says yes.
Yes, do share with us.
Okay, this is the phrase. Okay, and this is a very liberating phrase for me. A jack of all trades, but master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one. Okay, so it is really a time for a lot of Jack and Jills of all trades right now to showcase your multiple string of talents. And especially because you're doing on social media, if you're doing a live streaming, it allows you to experiment with so many different things. And like I said, it's also a vehicle that you can drive where you want to go. You can drive it to a different direction. You can change it. You have the capacity because it is your platform. It is your vehicle. So you can change wherever you want to go.
Okay, and then for individuals who would like to have multiple avatars, what would you recommend them to do with their own, be it personal profile? For example, if I have Ching Yu Tan, then I've got this brand, I've got that brand and that brand. What do you do with that personal profile?
Okay, as a personal profile
or slash page, personal page, yeah.
Fair. Okay, so it depends on what you want to represent. So you can choose the thing to represent. So here's something for me. I would try to unify every single thing. It's simply because it's very hard for my brain to have multiple things. It's a little bit like a multiple disorder, personality disorder. Okay, so as an actor, I understand I need to have different personalities at different time. But if I were to maintain that, I might start to what's going on. It would be scary. Okay, so I would say if you have multiple brands, you can try. After a while, it will settle down. So, but at the start, experiment. Because here's something I also will share. Date your ideas for about 30 days. Okay, date your ideas for about 30 days. Try it out. If it's something that you could continue, then you can consider marrying the idea. But a lot of people are creating ideas and they want to commit straight away. It's like, I don't even know who you are, babe, but at least buy me dinner first, So you need to at least date with your idea for a while. And then if it makes sense, you can commit, then you do the long-term commitment.
And for you personally, what was the one thing, the single shift in your mindset that made you from sitting on your bum, thinking, procrastinating, and finally just deciding, screw it, just do it?
Very great question. There's this realization that people don't remember. Okay, because to me, I was always very concerned about what people think about me, how people see me, how people view me. But when I came to this realization that everyone is very concerned about their own story, their own lives, it doesn't matter. So in that case, I felt very free afterwards. Like, oh, in that case, I'm just going to do the best I can. But not in a way to abuse that, but in a way to live my life unchained. Because I'm no longer held to expectations of how other people see me or how I'm seen by other people. But just really doing the best that I can, because that's the only thing I can do. And if you want to really measure your own growth, the true measure of your growth is when you compare yourself to a year ago. That's the true measure. It is not a right or accurate measure. When you compare yourself right now to someone's chapter 20, to someone's chapter 100, or whatever, someone right now, they're very successful. When you compare yourself to someone who is very successful right now, you have missed the in-between chapters. There's a lot of details you're missing. So if you really want to compare in terms of growth, just look at yourself and compare yourself to a year ago. That would be a much more accurate way of looking at yourself, whether you've grown as a person.
All right, great. Thanks for the liberating insight and sharing with us. Everybody, everybody's sharing their thanks in the chat. And so before we go, one final message from you, your parting words to our audience.
Okay, so parting words itself. Okay, parting words. Right, so guys, for now I have a question before I head to a parting words itself, right? Okay, if you guys really enjoyed this, can you guys promise me that you will take, or whatever you learn, okay, look into the action items and create something from it? That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Because to me, I think I've left a lot of stuff already. To me, I mean, frankly speaking, I think if I were to leave a lasting word, that means the rest don't need to do. No, right? What I want to do is that for you guys, whatever you've learned, please take some action with it. Because truly, action is what's going to get you out. You need to do something. It's not about staying where you are. It's just taking what you've learned and taking action with what you have to move from consumption to production. Produce something. That's all I ask, guys. That's all I ask.
Okay, and with that, thank you very much, Asher. We really appreciate your generosity in sharing your knowledge. And guys, to honor his generosity, take action. All right,
Yeah.
great. Thank you very much, Asher.